Hello, fourth graders. Today's lesson is going to be next in Module 1. We are now looking at Lesson 3, and today's target is I can name numbers within 1 million by building understanding of placement of commas for naming base 1,000 units. Now, what does that mean? Well, that's a good question that you're probably thinking of. And when we think of base units, it's how we count things and identify where they are in a number. Now let's look at our base 10 units. We've been using base 10 units for when we've been making our place value charts, and you will notice that it's ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and 100,000s. Now when we talk about base 1,000 units, it's going to be a little bit different, okay? You're going to see some similarities, but I'll show you how that all works out in the end, okay? So we're going to get started. Let me flip this over. And right now, I'm going to build a unit placement chart, okay? So we're going to have our unit chart, and we're going to go and show our base 10. So we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, okay? Now what we have here that we've been using are, I'll say purple base 10, okay? Everything below this purple line are base 10 units. Now when we think about base 1,000 units, base 1,000 units are identifying numbers based on how they are from, or how we count them on thousands. So we notice that 1,000 doesn't happen until after ones, tens, and hundreds. So each time we get one, tens, and hundreds, we're going to be showing our thousands. And I'll show you what that will look like in a little bit, but I just want to show you what this looks like right now. So based on what we have here, we just have our ones. Okay? With those ones, we know there's 100. 110 or 1. It's always counted by one of those. Now when we get over here to the thousands, okay, we are now counting how many thousands there are. So for instance, if there's 1,000 over there, we have 1,000s or 1,000. If we have 10,000 and 5,000s, we have a total of 15,000s. And of course, if we go on and talk about hundreds, let's say we have 2, 100,000, 7, 10,000s, and 3 1,000s, we have a total of 273,000s. Okay? Now, even if we go on and on to the millions, it's going to be the same thing. Now, what do you mean by that, Mr. Ray? Well, what I mean by that is after the thousands, okay, I don't have enough space, we could have our millions, where it's 1 million, 10 million, and 100 million. And then also so on and like so more. We have up to the billions. So that's what it would look like when we are trying to look at base 1,000 units. It's ones, tens, millions, billions, and so on and so forth, okay? Now, what do we do if we have a number greater than 10 in each unit? So what that means is, I'm going to draw it out again, okay? And I'm going to make it a little smaller so I can have space for more things. So I have ones, making sure you can see, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and millions. Okay? So let's say our units or our problem tells us that we have 2 10,000s and 12 thousands. what do we do here? I want you to pause the video and think, what do I do since I have more than 10 thousands right over here? Pause, take some time to think, and then come back, okay? Well, welcome back. Hopefully you got some time to think. Now, if there are 10 thousands here, we know that we could take one, or if there are 12 thousands here, we can take one group of 10 thousands, which would leave us with 2 thousands left, and that would in turn add one 10,000 here. So then now that 10 thousands that we took from our 12 became one group of 10 thousands. So then now we have one 10 thousands plus our two 10 thousands, which gives us three 10 thousands. So then now, remember, if we want to look at our base 1,000 unit, these are our thousands, ones, and millions. Okay? How many thousands do we have now based on our base 1,000 units? Well, I hope your answer was that we have 32 thousands, because that's how you would say that number based on where it is. Now, what if we had a number 32,740? Okay? We want to know, where can we put commas to understand how to name our numbers? Well, we place commas based on our base 1,000 units. So, base 1,000 units will always happen after the our three units. So, ones, tens, hundreds, comma. Ones, so 1,000s, tens, thousands, 100,000s, comma. Same with millions and so on and so forth. So, in order to write this number using the comma, we would have 32,740. All right? Do you see how we got to that? Oh, I'm sorry, my comma is huge compared to the numbers. Let me make that smaller. So, we have 32 thousands, because that's right there, 740. Now, we see where we could put our comma and how we say the number. We'll always see numbers based on the hundreds. So if our number was, let's say, that. Let's read this number out first. We have 432,740. That's how we read that number. Let's try another one and see if you can figure out where to put the comma. Okay. So let's draw our lines right here. Let's say we have 1,300,000, 2 10,000s, 7,000s, 600s, 8 10s, and 9 ones. Where do we put our commas here? I want you to try this out on a sheet of paper. Write down this number, and if it helps with our base 10 and our base 1,000 chart, use that to help you identify where we put our commas, okay? So pause the video right now and give it a try. All right, I hope you paused it and you gave it a shot. And now let's see, where do we put our commas? Well, remember, the commas will always go right where there's a break for the base 1,000. So if I'm going to draw it, comma will be right there. I'm just erasing the lines just to make it easier to see the number. Okay, so now there's 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. Now let's read this number and see if we can read it correctly, okay? We have 1 million. So hold on. 1,327,689. Did you get that? Were you able to read the number? Were you able to put your commas in the right spot? Well, if you didn't, we can always go back to this video and look at the examples and try it again. If you were successful, you can move on to our problem set, okay? And like always, if you ever have any questions, please let me know. and I will do my best to clear out any misunderstandings that you may or may not have. Okay? Well, that's it for today. I hope you guys have a great day, and good luck with your assignment. Okay? Let me know how you do later. Bye.